Okay, that McGilchrist video that I listened to and put up on my site a week ago, 10 days ago, and I only put that up because somebody says she likes it. Anyway, it was alright, but then I've realised one of the things he and his mate go on about is this being rooted to a certain place and being in tune with the, we can call it the psychogeography. Now, I've lived a whole life of that. I'm somebody, I think, who particularly, my mind zones in to a place. I was brought up in a place very much no sea, but like this. And if I go back there now, very rural, rugged, little hollows here. If I go back to some of the certain places where as a teenager I spent a lot of time, I feel that I belong. I am at one with that little bit of geography. There are certain places that still are so deep in me. But you see, and I lived somewhere 8 years prior to being a van loper, where ultimately that was the case. But, you see, they're saying things to look good. Essentially, that's all bullshit. And I'll say that as somebody who is so of that mode. If I had 10 minutes, I would waffle on more about this, but I've got 1 more minute left. You see, sitting here, my last area, 10 years of being in the most gorgeous family love mode with a child, sort of 5 more years sort of holding on with that so close by. To be here 6 months ago, it is so good not to have those memories. The politics and the existence of love between two humans is so much more important. You see, they're saying, I've heard so many of these actually useless fucking city-based kind of, they're saying things like that to make them look like they're earthy and wholesome. Nobody's going to argue with them. All the kind of usual suspects. Oh, Ian Gilchrist speaks in such a wise way. It's crap. And furthermore, when, as happens for the majority of human beings, when your sense of place is so connected to love, and in this awful society, that love can be completely, perversely warped and get damaged, nothing to do with me and my daughter, then that place hurts. Still, years later, because there are beaches that I can go, or coves that I could go to now, that I spent a lot, Little Haven is one of them. I spent a lot of time with my kid. Hurts to go there. And there comes a time when, okay, you honour your hurt, your trauma, you joke about it, you make jokes about it. Nevertheless, there comes a time when actually you're much better off being somewhere where you don't have those remindedness and connectednesses. You see, it's that kind of, I actually, thinking that through, or just it came to me. Hello. Crow. Thinking that through. You know, they say these things to make themselves look good. And they have these little things like that, with this whole fake British middle class, wholesome, green type of person, particularly the woman. It works perfectly. But it's actually bullshit. Anyway, as I say, love, I'm sure the McGilchrists say this too, love, living through, you are love with your closer people. That's the most powerful thing by far on this increasingly ruined planet.